Who is this actually good for, who should skip it, and is it worth the price for normal everyday buyers? If you've ever stared at a countertop massage device and wondered whether a full-body chair would really change your routine, you're not alone. The hesitation comes from a simple question: will it replace enough spa visits or recovery sessions to justify its footprint and price tag? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I spent the last week putting the GDFStudio full-body massage chair recliner through a realistic test, one that most of us will face at home or in a small office, juggling work, back pain, and the occasional desire to just unwind. Let's start with the setup. The chair arrives in a single box that's surprisingly compact for what it is. The assembly instructions are basically a plug and press button process, which is a relief for anyone who's not a DIY enthusiast. Once it's in place, the footprint is roughly the size of a standard recliner, so you'll need a dedicated spot in your living room or a corner of your home office. That alone weeds out buyers who expect a low-profile solution for a cramped apartment. If you have the space, the chair fits nicely against a wall, and the retractable footrest adjusts to accommodate tall users without forcing them to sit on a low platform. Now, the most talked about feature: zero-gravity recline. This isn't just a marketing buzzword, it literally lifts your legs above heart level with a single press. For me, that meant a noticeable drop in pressure on my lower back after a long day of sitting at a desk. I tried it after a 10-hour workday and again after an evening of weightlifting. In both cases, the immediate sense of floating helped reduce the tightness that usually builds up in the lumbar region. If you're someone who deals with chronic lower back discomfort, that position can be a game changer. On the other hand, if you're relatively pain-free and just want occasional relaxation, you might find a simpler foot massager just as satisfying. The chair's 8 fixed back rollers cover the neck, upper back, and waist, delivering a rhythm that mimics a professional therapist's hand strokes. I noticed the rollers hitting my shoulder blades just as the tension started to build, which gave a real sense of targeted relief. The intensity levels are adjustable, ranging from a gentle lull to a firm press that feels almost like an acupuncture session. For daily users, think office workers, gamers, or anyone who spends hours hunched over a screen, being able to dial up the pressure is essential. However, the rollers don't move laterally, so if you're looking for a more dynamic, wave-like motion that tracks across the entire spine, this chair stays in one spot. That limitation is something to weigh if you've tried other models that claim 3D or 4D movement. Heat therapy is baked into the same back rollers. The warmth kicks in within a minute and stays consistent throughout the session. In real-world terms, the heat helped loosen a knot in my upper trapezius that had been bothering me for weeks. The combination of heat and pressure meant I didn't need to stretch aggressively after the massage, which is a plus for anyone with limited mobility. If you're prone to overheating or have skin sensitivities, the heat can feel a bit intense at the higher settings, so you'll want to start low and gauge your comfort. Foot rollers and the retractable footrest deserve a separate mention. The foot massage targets the soles and heels, while the rollers can be set to a gentle kneading motion. I tried it after a marathon of standing in the kitchen while cooking, and the soreness melted away faster than any foot soak I've used. The footrest's ability to adjust means taller users won't feel cramped, and shorter users can still enjoy a full stretch without their feet dangling. One practical downside: the foot rollers are fixed in width, so they don't accommodate very wide feet comfortably. If you have broader feet or wear orthotics, you might feel a bit of pressure at the edges. Bluetooth integration is a small but significant feature for today's multitaskers. The built-in speakers allow you to stream music, podcasts, or even guided meditations while you're in the reclined position. I paired it with my phone and played a calming playlist during a 30-minute session, and the sound quality was clear enough to be immersive without drowning out surrounding conversation. This is a real plus if you like to combine relaxation with entertainment. However, the speaker volume maxes out at a modest level, so if you're used to a booming home theater experience, you'll need external speakers for a louder backdrop. Noise is a common concern for anyone considering a massage chair, especially if you plan to use it in a shared space. The GDFStudio model runs quietly, think a soft hum rather than a mechanical whir. I could have a conversation across the room while it was operating, which is ideal for families with kids or roommates who might be working from home. On the flip side, the quiet motor.